Welcome back to another video, and I hope you're all safe and healthy. And this video is kind of different to my other ones. It's not a gameplay video and it's a speed paint. I've had a few people ask me to do more speed paints and maybe to upload twice a week where I do gameplay and a speed paint. At the moment I can't do that because it takes too much time for me to do one video and I'll probably end up running out of things to talk about in speed paint, so I'm going to do them less often. And I've also kind of merged speed paints and gameplay videos by showing you the speed paint of my thumbnails now, so hopefully that helps. But this one is a solely speed paint video and also a bigger one because I did a poll on Twitter yesterday asking whether you wanted to see my young bloodhound art or my Bangalore killing machine art, and I was actually really surprised by the result. I wasn't going to do the poll because I thought it would lean more one way than the other, and it was actually the opposite of what I thought. I thought you would all prefer to see my bloodhound speed paint, and surprisingly Bangalore won, but she only won by one vote, I think. But when I first looked at the poll, Bangalore was in the lead anyway, so today you're going to see my Bangalore speed paint, which is way overdue because I drew this a while ago. But this video is going to be a little more different than my average speed paint. I'm going to do a little Q&A type of thing in this too. In my last video I asked you to ask me some questions that I'll answer in this video, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. But before I get into that section, I'm going to just talk about the art a little bit. This obviously is based off of Season 4 and the system override skin for Bangalore, which is her killing machine skin, which is my favourite Bangalore skin because I think it looks so cool. I don't own it, I didn't buy it, but I like how it looks. I'm not a Bangalore main, so that's why I didn't, but I really like how it looks, and she's kind of an underrated character and doesn't have that many fan art of her, so I decided to do one. And it got a really great response, so I'm glad that you all liked it too. It does look a little weird to me looking at it now. I feel like I could change up the proportions a little bit, but maybe I'll do that at some point. But for now, I guess it's alright. But I did draw this in Photoshop and did everything in Photoshop really. You'll see all my process here apart from the line art stage. That's a completely different process in itself, kind of. Well, I do a rough sketch first and then I'll do my line art on top. It's the colouring that is mainly what you would want to see, I guess. So I never record my line art stages just because that will take twice as long. But I've had a few people tell me that it has kind of a retro feel and kind of reminds them of Stranger Things too, which to me it does. That's not what I was going for, but it kind of ended up that way and I like how it looks. I kind of went for the blue and red theme, which kind of is in the skin itself, which I think works well as well, so I'm really happy about this. But I guess that's it for the actual process, I guess. So I'm just going to get into the questions, and I'm not going to say usernames just because I'll probably end up getting them wrong, and I don't want to end up saying usernames wrong, so I'm just going to have a little screenshot of the question and just answer it for you. Okay, so going into it, our first question is, how many languages do you know, and do you look like the drawings in your thumbnails? So to answer your first question about how many languages do I know, I only know English. I don't know any other language. Well, I kind of understand Punjabi and I can speak like a really tiny bit of it, but I wouldn't say that I know the language and very fluent in it. I'm not at all. I'm probably like at beginner stage, if anything. But yeah, if you didn't know, I am Indian, but I am British too. I was born and raised in England, which is actually another question, which was, where are you from? I'm from England. But to get back to, do you look like the drawings in your thumbnails? So my thumbnails are pretty stylized. I mean, they're very stylized. I always draw the big eyes and everything. Kind of anime-ish, Disney-ish, but yeah, I don't look exactly like my thumbnails because if I did, that would be extremely scary, but these few are probably the ones I look most like, I guess. I don't look exactly like that. I do look a little different, but I guess these are the ones that I look most like. I have dark brown hair, brown eyes, light skin, I guess. But that leads nicely to the next question, to whether we would get a face reveal. And they said, is it coming, and if so, when? So, will I do a face reveal? Maybe at some point. Not anytime soon, because I don't have the setup for it. I mean, where I play right now is literally right underneath the stairs. I'm like Harry Potter. My setup is literally underneath the stairs in the hallway because there's nowhere else to put it, and I can't put it in my room because my room is tiny. Also, I live with my family, so they all talk really loud, and to even get to film is kind of hard. So to do this type of video is easy, but to do gameplay video is harder because I have to play and be in the same place as my computer. Whereas when I do this, I can just take my laptop anywhere and record anywhere, so that's much easier. But for a face reveal, at some point, yes, I will. I just don't know when. Someone actually replied to that comment and said she only has 400 plus subs, maybe at 500k subs. I mean, sure, if you want it then. I'll probably end up doing it when I reach a certain number of subs, but I don't know what that number will be or when I'll do it, but I will do it at some point. Also, some of you probably have seen me already because on my Instagram, sometimes I'll post a random picture on my story. I don't post often, I post very rarely though. But yeah, some of you probably have seen me already. And if you have, boy am I sorry that you've seen my face. But moving swiftly on to the next question. What inspired you to do YouTube? So, this is a pretty good question. I did YouTube a while ago. I actually had a YouTube channel a while ago when I was around 13. Yes, I was very young. But I don't know what actually made me do that. I felt like a lot of people at my school were doing YouTube at the time, but they were kind of embarrassed by it, and also people got bullied for doing YouTube. Apart from most of them were singing and doing those type of YouTube videos, whereas mine was solely gameplay based, and at the time I was playing a lot of The Sims. I was really addicted to The Sims 3 back then, so that's what all my videos were about. They were all about The Sims 3. Also, don't go looking for it because that channel does not exist anymore. I had around 1,500 subs and I got that pretty quickly, but I ended up dropping YouTube and focusing on my schoolwork because I got a little too addicted and also my computer messed up and I lost all my saves, so I was just like, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore, and ended up stopping. I won't do that now though. If that did happen, it is partly why I started up again, but the reason why I started up again is because I think it was around after university or during university. No, it was after university. I can't even remember. It's been almost a year actually that I've been on YouTube, at least on this channel. But yeah, it was around summer last year where I thought I should start making a YouTube channel again. And I used to draw a lot, or actually I still do. I draw a lot and play games a lot too, and I kind of wanted them to have a purpose because currently it had no purpose, and I felt like I was just wasting a bunch of time playing games and doing drawings for it to get nowhere, and I kind of wanted to feel like I was achieving something by doing that, and that's why I turned to YouTube and started making content for all of you, because I felt like if I did that, then it would give some meaning to my hobbies, I guess. Because besides drawing and playing games, I was just working and I wasn't doing anything else. And I felt like I needed something else to do, so it was kind of like a mini project. So YouTube's my new hobby now. So moving on to the next question, it is, do you have any plans of doing YouTube as a job? Also, how long have you been drawing? Do I have any plans of doing YouTube as a job, a full-time job? Probably not. I don't think I would want to do solely YouTube. I think I would want to do other things as well. if you're wondering about what I do as a job, I am an animator and I work for a small video production and animation production company, and I really like working there. So I think I would like to have that job or a job within that industry as well as doing YouTube at the same time. So I don't think I would ever become a full-time YouTuber, but to do it at a bigger scale, then maybe. I guess everyone who does YouTube would want to get more successful in it, so I guess so. And to answer your second part of the question, how long have you been drawing? I've been drawing for a very long time. Kind of cliche, I guess, to say, but since I was a kid, I used to draw a lot. Also at school, I did art for GCSE and A-level, and I guess that kind of made me want to draw more. I know a few people have said that they used to draw a lot of anime and cartoon characters and stuff. For me, it was slightly different. I didn't draw that many anime characters, although at the start my style was very anime-ish. And at university I did animation, so of course I had to draw a lot then too. Apart from doing the drawings I do now, or the digital work, that didn't really start until university time. I guess to where I am now, I've drawn the most I've ever drawn before, and I guess that's because of Apex and all the new stuff that they bring in, and it just makes me want to draw more, and the fact that you all like it too, it motivates me to draw more. So our next question is, where can I find your art? So most of my art is uploaded on Twitter. I do a lot of thumbnails, so most of my art is on my YouTube too, but all my other socials have my art on them, so that's Twitter and Instagram as well as YouTube. I don't have anything else, but it's the same username everywhere apart from Instagram has an I on the end. So our next question is, serious question, when are you coming on Twitch? Notice how they said, when are you, not are you? And to answer that, I have no idea. I don't know if I will go on Twitch or not. I have thought about it at times, but I don't know. I just told you about my setup, and currently that's not doable because I have all my family around me too, and they're really loud, and I am pretty sure you do not want to hear everyone in the background whilst I'm trying to record. No promises yet, but maybe in the future. I literally have no idea. And I guess that leads better on to the next question, which is, will you ever play with your fans? I'm going to change that to viewers because fans seems a little to me. I don't know. I don't like using that word, so I'm just going to say viewers. But at the moment, I can't because of what I just told you, because of my setup, and the times that I play are kind of weird too. I do have a limited time that I can play, because when I do play, it's usually when everyone's gone to sleep. I do have to speak kind of quietly, which is why I can't really shout or talk very loudly, but at least when I play. But I don't know, it's just, I'm also shy too, so that doesn't help. Maybe at some point I will, if my setup does go to a new place, that'll make it much easier for me to play with my viewers, but at the moment I can't do that. So I'm sorry for those of you who've been asking to play. But our next question is, what was your first favourite game? And they said that theirs was definitely Banjo and Kazooie. My co-worker's favourite game is Banjo and Kazooie 2. I've never played that, I never actually heard of it until he said that it was his favourite game. But my first favourite game, I'm probably going to have to say it was The Sims Busting Out on the PS2, because I used to watch my cousin play games a lot when I was younger. I think that's what kind of got me into gaming, but he used to have it on the Xbox and I remember playing it there and I loved it so much, and I ended up getting it for the PlayStation 2. I didn't have the original Xbox, I have the 360, but the PS2 I played a lot back then, and The Sims Busting Out I think was the game that really got me into The Sims and kind of started my Sims addiction. I don't play Sims anymore, but yeah, I think it was The Sims Busting Out. That was my first favourite game. And our next question, can you play a different game? Well, actually, I will be playing a different game. So next week I will be playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order because it's my birthday next week on May the 4th, and I'll be playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on May the 4th. At least that's when the video will come out. I've actually already played it and played the first section of the game. It took me about 45 minutes to do, so I'm going to have to cut that down a bit. I don't know how much. I'm not actually sure how I'll edit that video, but it'll probably be more of a let's play style video, which I haven't done before on this channel, which will be pretty interesting. And I hope you all do like it and that it is something that I will continue. I mean, I kind of am going to have to continue it because I can't just do the first part and then never play it again. I do want to play it again because I really liked playing the part that I did play. And I'm excited to know more about it. I've heard a lot of good things about the game, so I am expecting a lot. So our next question is, who is your favourite legend backstory? Just the legends from season 4 and before, not including Blisk and Loba. I don't even know who Blisk is, and I don't know enough about Loba to even consider her, so I wouldn't have picked either of those anyway. And they said personally theirs is Mirage, and my favourite legend backstory, we only know a few of the legends backstories, we don't know much about all of them. Oh man, this is a hard question. Maybe Wraith, just because she's kind of a mysterious character and I would like to know more about her. I would have said Watson if we knew more about her, but apparently in season 5 we're going to be learning more about Watson, so it's probably going to be Watson. But out of what we know so far, I guess Wraith, because her backstory just seems a little bit more interesting to me. The fact that she can phase and go into an alternate universe for a brief second just seems cool, and I don't know, I would like to know more about Wraith, but what we know so far is pretty interesting and I guess she's my favourite so far. And our last question is, what are your top 3 favourite and top 3 worst legends so far? And they said Watson doesn't count because they've seen my Twitter and they think that she'll be my number 1. Well, that's true. Watson is my top. She's my favourite legend. She's just so cute and I don't know, she's just my favourite legend. She has really cool skins and I like the way she looks. She's just super cute. Her personality I think is similar to mine, so I feel like I have some kind of connection, I guess. I don't know, that's weird to say, but I don't know, I feel more like Watson than any other legend, so I guess that's kind of why. To answer your question, since I can't pick Watson as you said, although Watson secretly is at the top, my top 3 favourite legends, I guess Wraith would be first if I can't pick Watson, because she was my first main and like I said, she's a very mysterious character. I like her abilities and I think she's an extremely useful legend. So she would be first. My second favourite, Octane, I guess. Just because he's just so, I don't even know what you would say. He's just crazy. He's just an insane daredevil and I don't know, he makes me laugh. And he used to have a bunny, which is super cute. I would like to know more about Octane, which apparently in season 5 we are going to know too. So I'm going to say Octane for 2. And for 3, I guess Pathfinder, because Pathfinder just wants a friend and everyone just keeps not wanting to be Pathfinder's friend and doesn't like him. And I feel so sad for Pathfinder because he just calls everyone friend and everyone else is just rude to him. Well, most legends are. I haven't played Pathfinder much, but I know that his mobility is insane too. Probably better than Wraith because you can get to higher places and pretty much anywhere very quickly. I don't know, I like Pathfinder. It's just a friendly robot who kills people. So to answer your second part, my 3 worst legends. First is going to have to be Gibraltar. I'm sorry, but I don't like Gibby. He's just way too big to play as and he's just a walking target really. And I don't know, I hate when there's a Gibby on the opposite team and I don't like playing as him. I don't know, I don't like playing as him. He's just too big and he feels too slow and clunky. I don't like it at all. And that will bring me on to my second worst legend. I know this is probably going to have a lot of controversial thoughts, but Caustic is actually my second worst legend. And by worst legend, I mean worst legend to play as, because because I'm not a fan of the bigger legends just because they feel slow and clunky, like I said about Gibby, but Caustic feels the same. I'm not good at playing Caustic, so that's why I guess too. I'm not saying he's a bad legend, he's just not good for my playstyle, and I don't like playing as him. I prefer to play as a nimble character. He's second. And third, Mirage. And maybe Mirage just because I don't think I've played a single game as him. I literally don't think I've ever played a game as Mirage. I don't have any desire to play as Mirage. I don't know, I've heard a lot of people say that he's not a good legend based on his abilities and how he needs a buff all the time. I don't know, and also I get bamboozled a lot and I don't like that, so Mirage, you're third. But yeah, that's all the questions, and this is actually a nice change of pace to do a video of. I hope this wasn't very boring and the fact that you just had to listen to me for so long, but yeah, I'm gonna end this video here because I don't know what else to talk about and I've been talking for a bit too long, so I hope you all enjoyed this video and thank you so much for all your questions and taking the time to watch too. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Bye!